In order to use groups, what you'll do is you'll come down here and you'll click the Share Content button, and under Interact, it will say Breakout Groups. Select that. Depending on how many people are in your class, the layout will differ somewhat. However, what you do after you've chosen breakout groups, you'll see you have choices of whether students will be randomly assigned, and if say you have 4 groups of 5 because you have a very large class, and you can select right here how many groups you would like your class to be divided into. Then that will be a lot easier for you. However, if you have a small class and you have certain people you'd like to match with each other, you can say you want to do custom assignment, and it won't put them in those groups right away. It will allow you to shuffle them around where you'd like them, and then you'll go down to the bottom of the screen and you'll select Start. At this point in time, all of those groups will automatically end up in their own rooms. Another way to look at these groups is that they are individual rooms, because you're moving students around from one essentially digital room to another. So we have the digital rooms, which are the groups, and we also have the physical room in which you may be conducting class. Now, with that said, when you speak to the group as a whole, unless they're in the main room, they're not going to hear you. The only way to speak with people is by choosing that small rectangle with the green arrow, and then you enter different rooms yourself as a moderator, because you can wander between the rooms. A couple of things you can do. You can go to Attendee Controls and get some options here. While some of the Collaborate members are actually in the physical room with me, I can't have them join a digital group because for audio reasons that won't work. So I can move them all to one group, and so all the people who are face-to-face, I move into one group, and I can just go to the trash can after I do that, and then I can make that room disappear. They come back into the main room with me. But all of these decisions are not enabled until I come down after I've organized them the way I want them and I clicked Update. Now they're all in these new rooms. I will point out once again, I strongly recommend you don't do this out of the blue because it's disconcerting to have students all of a sudden find themselves in a different room or back in the main room while they were in mid-sentence. So it's best to send out to the group chat an announcement what you're going to do or what your intentions are unless you told them in advance. With that said, while in the groups, the students themselves can use cameras and microphones and speak to one another and use chat and speak with one another and have this unique experience. However, before you go back, it is wise to go to the main chat interface and tell them that you're going to be pulled out of there in 2 minutes, and then again at 1 minute. And then to close out of the session completely, if one goes to the top of the control panel and clicks that where it has the arrow pointing to the left, then you'll see a circle with a square in it, which is the standard Collaborate sign for close or stop. So that's how the groups work.